Good morning, dear children. I hope you all are fine and safe. Today, we will continue the chapter 6, Control Structures. Previously, we studied what is control structure, what are its types. What is control structure? The program statement that casts jump from one part of the program to another. Okay. What are its types? Branching statement, sequential statement, and the looping statement. Previous video we studied about sequential statement and the branching statement. In this video we will study about looping statement.
Dear children, let me ask one question to you. What is looping statement? This is we studied in the last year itself. What is its definition? Set of statement executed multiple time. That is a looping statement. Once again repeat. Set of statement executed multiple time. That is looping statement. There are two types of looping statement. They are while loop statement, then for loop statement. First we will study about while loop. Then while loop syntax, last year we studied. What is while condition? In Python we are using this colon important. Then statement block 1. Then else colon statement block 2. Here this is optional one. We are writing in this square bracket. What are the things are we are writing in this square bracket? That is optional one. If you need, you can use, otherwise leave this on. Understand what it is? While condition colon statement block 1 else statement block 2. How it is executing? The condition is true, the statement block 1 will be executed. Again it will be go to the beginning of the loop, then again check the condition. If the condition is true, again it will do the which one? Statement block 1. Then this will be repeated when the condition is false. If it is the condition is false, it will be go to the else part, then do the statement block 2, then exit. Now we will draw the flow chart of while loop. Then first you have to write the condition. How we are writing? Using the diamond box. This is the diamond box. Here we are placing the condition. What is the situation? If the condition is true, okay, what it is? The condition is true. What will be executed? Statement block 1 will be executed. Is it correct? Statement block 1 will be executed. Then again it will be go to the condition. Check the condition. Understand? Again this check condition is true. Again we execute the statement block. Then go to the condition. Understand? Then when it is terminated, if the condition is evaluated as false, then it will be come to the else part. Else part, what it is there? Statement block 2. Statement block 2 will be executed. Then it will be exit. Here else part is optional one. If it is not up, then when the condition is false, it exit from the loop. Okay children, we will see one example for this while loop. Here I equal to 10, while I less than or equal to 50, print I equal to I plus 1. See here this 2 in straight line. Understand? Inside of this while loop. So these two statements are part of this while loop. See here. First I value is initialized with 10. Okay. Now it is check the condition 10 less than or equal to 15. Condition true or false? True. So it will be come to inside the loop. Print I value is which one? 10. So it print the value 10. Next I value is become incremented by 1. I equal to I plus 1. 15 plus 1 10 plus 1 11. Now I value is 11. Again it will become to this beginning of the loop. I less than or equal to 15. I is which one? 11. 11 less than or equal to 15. Condition true or false? True. Again it will be come inside the loop. But it is print I. I value is which one? 11. then I equal to I plus 1, that 11 plus 1, that is 12. I value now 12. Again it will be come to the beginning of the loop. 12 less than or equal to 15, condition true or false? True. Then again it will be come to inside the loop, print I value is 12, so it print the value 12. I equal to I plus 1, that is 12 plus 1, that is 13. Again it will be come to beginning of the loop, that again check the condition, 13 less than or equal to 15, condition true or false? True. Again it will be come to here, print I value is 13, so it print 13. Then I value is I plus 1, I plus that is 13 plus 1, 13 plus 1 means 14. Again check the condition, 14 less than or equal to 15, condition true. Again it will be come to here, print I is 14, so 14. Now I value I plus 1, 14 plus 1, that is 15. Again check the condition, 15 less than or equal to 15, true, equal to is there, so it is true. Again it will be come to the inside the loop, print I is which one? 15. It will be print on the monitor. I value become then 15 plus 1, I value is 15 plus 1, that is 16. Then again check the condition, that is 16 less than or equal to 15, condition true or false? False, so it will be exit from the loop. Understand? So it is printed this much only. Using while loop we will see another one example. We want to print the all odd numbers from 1 to 100. In between, what are the odd numbers are there that we want to print? How we can do? See here. First we have to initialize the starting value. I am taking I equal to starting value is which one? 1. Then I am applying the while loop. While I less than or equal to 100. Till 100 we need. So less than or equal to 100. Then colon. Then print I, then I equal to I plus 2, because of alternative numbers only, odd numbers, that's why I am given I equal to I plus 2. See here how it is executing, this much only that program. See here how it is executing, I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 100, the condition is true, so it will become inside the loop. Inside the loop, print I. What is I? I is 1, so it print the 1. Then next, I equal to I plus 2. I is 1, 1 plus 2. What is the answer? That is 3. That is I is 3. Then come to the beginning of the loop. What is the beginning of the loop? I less than or equal to 100. What it is? 3 less than or equal to 100. Condition true or false? True. Again come to the loop. Print I value is 3. Then now I plus 2. That is 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 means what? 5. Again need to check the condition. 5 less than or equal to 100. Condition true or false? True. Again it will be come to inside the loop, print I value is which one? 5. That I value will be incremented. Same procedure will be repeated till 99. After 99, what it is? 99 plus 2. 99 plus 2, what is the answer? 101. Then it will check the condition, 101 less than or equal to 100. That condition is false, so it will be exit. Did you get? Same way we can write the program for even numbers also. Even numbers from 1 to 100. Okay. So how we can give that? What is the first even number? 2. So we can start from I values 2. Then increment by 2. Then we can get the which all even numbers. Did you get? Okay children, next type of looping statement is for loop. Before studying this for loop, we will study about range function. This range function is used to generate a list of value. What it is? We want to generate the list of value. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this we want to create a list of value. That place we are using the range function. Did you get it? Its syntax is range. So syntax is range start comma stop comma step. Here step is in the square bracket, so it is optional one. If it is need you can use, otherwise leave it. Understand? Then see here, this start value represent the initial value, stop value represent the end value. That means stop minus 1. Step value means increment or decrement value. See here one example. Range 1 comma 50 comma 1. What is the meaning of this one? The starting value is which one? 1. End value is which one? 50. Then step value is 1. That means it generate the values from 1 to 50 incremented by 1. So it generate the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 49. Why it is 49? This end value minus 1. That it will be generate the values from stop value minus 1. Understand? Then here each value have difference 1. Because of this step value we given 1. We will see the next example. Range 1 comma 20 comma 2. Here what is the start value? 1. Then end value 20. 20 means what? 20 minus 1, 90. That will be print. Then increment value is 2. So these values in between this value incremented by 2. How it is generating? See here. 1. Next second 1 is added with 2. This 2. So this is 3. Next 5, 7. Then 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, then 19. After 19, it won't print. Understand? This way it will generate the list. Then see here one more example. Range here 1 comma 20. Here this third one is optional one. If you no need, we can't give. If you are not giving, what is the meaning of this one? This value is incremented by 1. Understand? Incremented by 1. So how it is generated? 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 19 it will be printed. Did you understand? Then next another one example. Range 50 comma 1 comma minus 2. See here, what is the starting value here? 50. What is the ending value here? 1. Then see here, step value is which one? Minus 2. So it is generate the numbers 50. 50 plus minus 2, what is 48? Then 48 minus 2, 46. Like this up to 1 it will be printed. Did you get me? Now we will see about for loop. This for loop is called as end-recheck loop. End-recheck loop. Last year we studied two type of loop. What are they? End-recheck loop and exit check loop. Why it is end-recheck loop? The condition is checked beginning of the body of the loop. That's why end-recheck loop. Then for loop syntax is for counter variable in sequence colon statement block 1 else colon statement block 2. Here this else part is in the square bracket, so it is a optional one. Once again say, for counter variable in sequence colon statement block 1 else statement block 2. Here this else part is in the square bracket, so it is optional one. How it is executing? So before that we have to study what is counter variable. Last year we studied in the control variable. The loop will be controlled by this variable, so it is a control variable. Understand? In sequence, sequence means what? List of values. Sequence means what? List of value. From this list only the counter variable take the values. Understand? Then if the counter variable has the value in this list, then it will be execute this block, otherwise it is exit from the loop. Understand? Then we can see the see the flow chart. Then here decision box, diamond box, here it check the condition, it is reached the last element, okay, reach the last. If it is no, it is not reached, then it execute the statement block 1. Again it will be come to the beginning of the loop and again check the condition, it is it reached the last element. Okay, then if it is no, then if it is no, again it will be check the execute the statement block 1, then again repeating the check the condition. Okay, when it is reaching the last element, so yes, it is last element, it exit from the loop. Understand? We will see one example for loop. For I in range 2, 10, 2, colon, print I. This much only. See here I is the counter variable. Here sequence. What is sequence? Range. Range means what? It generate the list of value. What are the values it is generated? 2, 4, 6, 8. These are the, is it correct? It will start from 2, end with 10. 10 minus 1, what it is? 9. Before 9 it is finished. Okay. Understand? Then see here how it is executing. First it take the value from this list. First value. What is the first value? 2. I value is 2 now. Then so print I. I is which on 2. Then it again take the next value. Next value is which on 4. So I value is 4. Then come to here. Then it is not finished the end of the end of the list. So it come to the beginning. Come to the loop body, print I. I is which on 4. 4 will be print. Then again it will be come to here. Next value. What is the next value? 6. 6 will be stored in the I. It is not reaching the end value. So it is come to here. Print I. Print I means what? 6. 6 will be printed. Is it correct? Then it will be come to the next one. Next I value is which on 8. Then it print the I. Next it is coming for here. Here there is no value. So it is exit from the loop. Using in this loop, we generated 2, 4, 6, 8 even numbers from 2 to 10. Okay. Same way we can generate the odd numbers also. How? For I in range 1, then I am taking now 50. Then 2. Then print I. Okay. Then see here in the range function generate the list of value. What are the values it is generated? 1, 3, 5, 7, then 9 up to 49 it will be generated. Understand? So this I take the values from this list one by one. First I take the value 1. Then it will be come to the body of the loop. Then I print I value is what? 1. Then next time it take the value, next value 3. I has the value 3. So it print the value 3. Understand? Till it is repeating till end of this end of the list. Okay children, we will see the next example using for loop. To calculate the sum of 1 to 100 numbers, that means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus up to 100 we want to sum. Understand? Then how we can do that? See here, that example program is here. N equal to 100, sum equal to 0 for I in range 1 comma n plus 1, sum equal to sum plus I, print sum equal to sum. Here taken two variable n and sum. N is initialized with 100, sum is initialized with 0. Here for counter variable, I is the counter variable in range 1 to n plus 1. N plus 1 means what? N value is 100, 100 plus 1, 101. So this range function is generate the values 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma up to 100. Did you get? Then see here, sum equal to sum plus I. Here this line is inside the for loop. Is it correct? So this line only in the part of this for loop. This is not, because of this is outer of this for loop. Understand? When the for loop is executing, this statement only repeating number of times. How it is executed? See here, n equal to 100, sum equal to 0 for I. First value to take. I first value what it is? 1. 1 in range n plus 1. Then see here, sum equal to sum. First time sum is 0 plus I value is 1. 0 plus 1, that 1 will be stored in the sum. Is it correct? Then it will be come to here. Then it take the next value, second 2. I value is 2. Then it add the value sum equal to sum plus I. Sum is 1 plus then I is 2. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 will be stored in the sum. Okay. Then again it will be come to the loop beginning. Then it take the value 3. I is take the value 3. Again it come to here. Sum equal to sum plus I. Sum is 3. 3 plus I is what? 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6. Next time I take the value 4. 4. 4. Then sum equal to sum plus I. 4, 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 means what? 10. Okay. Like this it do the 100 times. Final answer we will get in the sum. Print the sum equal to, it print the message sum equal to what is in the value in this sum, that will be printed here. Understand? Another one example of for loop. See here, for I in computer colon print I comma slash n. Here computer, it have the values, what are they? C O M P U T E R. That is the sequence. Here print I comma slash n. Slash n represent the new line. It generate the new line. Understand? New line. See here, how it is executing. For I means it take the value from the list. First value is which one? C. So I is which one? C. Print I, it print the C. Then slash n means what? Next line, new line here. Then again it will be come to here, next word take. Next word is which? Next letter is which one? O. Then I is O. Print I value is what? O. Then slash n, it will come to the next line. Then next it take the next character m. I is m, so it print the value m. Understand? It will be repeated till P U T E R. After that no value, so it will be exit from the loop. Okay children, we will see the next topic, nested loop. Already we studied this on nested loop. What is nested loop? A loop placed within another loop. That is a nested loop. Okay children, we will see the one example of nested loop. See here, I equal to 1 while I less than or equal to 6 colon for j in range 1 comma I colon print j comma slash t print slash n I equal to I plus 1. See here, how many loops are here? 2 loops. Here this is while loop and for loop. Inside the while loop, that for loop is there. So it is nested loop. A loop is placed in within the another loop. That is a nested loop. Understand? Here See here, slash n, slash t. Slash t is used to leave some space. See here, now I am writing A here, then B is writing here. This tab space is represented by the slash t. Did you get? This slash n is used to generate the new line. It will become to the next line. Understand? Using this program, we can get the answer 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this we will get the output. Okay dear children, through this video we studied about what is looping statement, what are its types, what is while loop statement, what is for loop statement, what is range function, what is nested loop statement. Okay, thank you dear children.